I'm a blob, I'm a fucking slob. Write that in your blog. Me and baby ain't no maybe, ain't no probably. It's certain. You ain't working, then you hurting. Play me back, I close the curtain.
Ball till you fall, bitch, bitch. It's ball till you fall, bitch, bitch. It's ball till you fall, bitch, bitch.
Sophomore from Chattanooga, Tennessee, number 30, George Hudgens. At the other forward.
Ball till you fall, alligator cushion, nigga smoking out the pound everywhere we go, nigga.
Welcome to Ball2UFall Fantasy League After Draft Party. This is the show where we're going to talk about all the drafts, everything that happened. I'm super excited about my team. I want to see what everybody else thinks about their team. So chime in if you want to on the comment section. But we're joined here with Robert Hudgens. I'm George Hudgens. And we have a special guest, Jerry Hanner, a.k.a. what is your team name this year?
Oh, Mama, thanks. The Lemon Pepper Lou.
I like that name, man. I need to have that name, man, since I live in the home of Magic City. But
well, yeah, we're gonna put the Magic City logo on.
Let's jump right into it, like you did in your draft, Jerry.
Early on, I did good, man. I picked up Luka, Murray, Ingram, Zion. I don't know.
Zion, actually, yeah, that's a good one.
Great
I was
pick.
mad that you got him. Yeah.
Nah, man, I actually waited too long on one of my picks to pick up, but at that point, it was the late middle of the draft, so I was all right with, my top end. I think Jeremy Grant's gonna have a breakout year this year.
Yes,
we'll see. But I got upside young players. I got no really big players.
You got Luka
PG heavy because
that's gonna carry you all year long.
I was meaning big as in power forward, center, double machines, which is how you generate points.
Gotcha. What about you, Robert? How do you feel like you did?
Man, I'm gonna tell you, I followed my strategy. When the clock went off, man, at the part where I had to pick between Anthony Davis, Trae Young, Steph Curry, man, I got locked up for a second. I had to just say, stick to your guns, man. I've been wanting Trae Young, love Trae Young. He's always done what he does, so I just picked a guarantee. Steph Curry, he has injury issues. I kind of feel like they're gonna put too much on him this year. AD, man, he's a walking ankle injury, man. So I just didn't want to play with it. But where I stole the draft, in my opinion, is I got Blake Griffin damn near in the last round, and I got Marvin Bagley damn near in the last round. Like that's where I stole the draft. I feel like I can compete. Like I almost feel like Damron from last year.
I'll tell you this, Robert. Kyle, Atlanta boy, he lives in Atlanta, or he lives here, but he's from Atlanta. Yeah. He really wanted Trae Young, and it was like going to potentially dip down to him, and he said he owes you one.
Hey, look, Robert, you're well within your right to feel like you're like you have a good squad, man. But I'm sorry, man. Like on paper, I'm telling you, man, my squad is the best, absolute best. Westbrook, Anthony Davis, Paul George, Donovan Mitchell, John Collins, Gordon Hayward, Porter Jr.
Damron is about to join here in a moment. He just said he got in. So anyway, go ahead, George. I'm just letting y'all know.
Can you scratch Paul George off that list, George?
I know, really.
All right. So let me explain. Let me explain why I think my roster is going to be very, very good. Okay. All right. Let's just take Anthony Davis, right? Just won a championship last year. You see his preseason game yesterday, right? He's ready. He's primed. He has that championship confidence, and I believe he has MVP aspirations this year. Okay. Honestly, I think he's going to blossom and bloom. We all know that LeBron only cares about the playoffs. LeBron is basically going to load manage this year. within the games. And so I think I have the best team this year objectively because Anthony Davis is going to be on the MVP campaign this year. He has championship pedigree now.
Okay.
LeBron's going to be load managing, right? Westbrook,
Yes.
he wanted to go to Washington so that he could play the top style of ball he used to play in OKC. Given he's playing with Bradley Beal, but Bradley Beal is just going to score. So Westbrook is going to get the rebounds and assists and probably average about 25 points like he normally does. Paul George, he took holy hell in the offseason for hitting the side of the backboard and all that stuff, right? So Paul George, think about it. He's going to be trying to redeem himself in the regular season. There's not going to be anything in his way to stop him. He doesn't have pressure in the regular season. Kawhi's still going to low manage. I think Paul George is going to have a breakout season. Donovan Mitchell, he's just coming off of his like a career playoff year. He's going to have upside. Michael Porter Jr., same thing. Yeah. John Collins, same thing. Gordon Hayward went to the Hornets. Nobody's over there. All right, I'm just telling you, all of my players got good upside.
No, absolutely. I really, really like your team. Top three, and the only reason why I say top three is because every year, man, you and I, along with whoever decides they want to compete that year, the Hutchins boys are always in the top. We always in the top three. That's what we do. That's what we do.
Shit talking. So Robert, I'm sure everybody has a different draft strategy as far as preparing for the draft. What's your strategy to prepare for the draft? Do you create a list? Do you look at mock drafts? How do you set yourself up for the draft?
All right. So what I did was I created a top 10 target. My 10 guys I want to go after, but I didn't pick the top 10 best players. I picked the top 10 that was probably going to be available based off of, others are picking. So my top 10 was Trae Young, Kyrie Irving, Sabonis, Vucevic, Booker, Middleton, Michael Porter Jr., Van Fleet, Zach LaVine, and Jaylen Brown. And I told my wife and my kid that if I get 6 out of the 10 that I want, I'm winning this draft because, I can fill in. It's just like in real life. If you pick on the board what you want, you can fill the rest in later. George stole Michael Porter Jr. from me. He stole him. But we'll work that out. Booker, I really wanted a piece of that Phoenix Suns situation. Hey, it is what it is. And then, of course, Van Fleet. But I was able to get John Wall late. So I'm good. That was my. And then I have
the John Wall pickup was a good pickup. I give
exactly. Then I also have extras. So you got like key people that you kind of want to target. So I got a category for that. So that's how I do my draft. But I do it 24 hours before the draft because you just never know with injuries. You watch the preseason games the night before. Guys, it is important to watch these games. You can do that analytical thing if you want to, but I'm telling you, watch these games. You'll find a steal. George and I, we watch games all the time, and somebody will twist the ankle. We'll jump right away and find out who's their backup, and we get them every time. Every time.
Good point. Jay, how do you prepare for the draft?
Man, listen. First, I sit down, and then I get back up and go to my refrigerator and get a beer. Like, that's the first thing I do, bro. Because, listen, it ain't that big of a deal, man. I look at the tops list like everybody else. I'm probably going to have a terrible draft, but I try to work it out.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah,
hey. Hey, what's going on, fellas?
Man.
All right, so we're joined.
I feel like I should cover this up, man. My Wildcats are sucking this year.
Well, we're joined here by Jeremy Damron, better known as Team Damron. So, Damron, how do you feel like you did in the draft this year?
I feel like I did pretty good. It's a deep league. The season's going to be a little different with COVID. I think you got to have a deep team, and it's going to be interesting.
All right. So I was just asking everybody this question. How do you prepare for the draft? Some people make lists. Some people look at mock drafts. How do you prepare for the draft?
I look at a lot of stats. I don't let how I feel about players get into who I pick. I hate LeBron James, but that was my first pick. I mean, I had to go with him.
Hey.
Number 8.
Hey, I'll suggest a trade. I'll suggest a trade for you. If you want to get rid of him.
Well, yeah. You can throw all the offers at me you got. I'll take a look at it. I won't promise you anything, but
He's a big LeBron fan, so he'll probably take anything.
I hate LeBron, but at number 8, I had to take him.
Yeah.
I would love to. I have AD, so I would love to have LeBron and AD. So, yeah. But I also want Zion, so I need to talk to Jay too.
I thought you were happy with the
I
draft.
really like marketing on your team, and I would probably.
You want marketing? Oh, okay. I was just making.
Come on, George, man. Look at you, man. Come on, man.
I tried to keep a straight face for a second. Like,
Come on, man. Seriously?
You want Michael Porter Jr.? I know you like Michael Porter Jr.
For Zion?
Marketing and Michael Porter Jr. Adam McGill.
Zion?
What about let's see okay, besides ourselves, I think everybody feels like they had a good draft. But besides your team, who do you feel had the best draft in the league besides your team?
George, Randy had a really good draft.
Yes, sir.
James Harden, Kawhi Leonard, Pascal Siakam, Victor Oladipo, De'Aaron Fox, Rudy Gobert, Jonas Valanciunas, LaMarcus Aldridge, Kemba Walker, Karis LeVert, Brandon Clark, and RJ Barrett. So
that's a strong lineup right there.
Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Strong lineup.
I was looking at Kyle's team too. Let me see.
What's the name of his team?
Quad management.
Management, yeah. Low management. Quad management.
Hold on.
No, is it Low Kawhi?
Yeah, it's Markelle Fultz, Kevin Durant, Tatum, CJ McCullough, Porzingis, Aiden, Adebayo, Lou Williams, Buddy Hield, Gallinari, Spencer, and Thomas Bryant. I don't know.
That's a nice squad. That's a nice squad.
Yeah, I think there's several people who had good teams. Honestly,
I'd be a little worried about that team. I'd be a little worried about that team with Kevin Durant. They're going to probably limit his minutes. And the other guy, I know he's coming off a big injury too on that team. So I mean, you've got a lot of guys in the league that are coming off injuries: John Wall, DeMarcus Cousins, Durant.
Yeah,
you got all these guys who can put up huge numbers, but you don't know what their minutes are going to be like.
That's true.
I don't think Reed has a very good team.
No, not this year. Not this year. He doesn't. Not this year.
He usually does, but I'm not sure if he has a good team this year.
I just don't think he was. I don't think he was in it. I don't know.
No, he auto drafted.
Yeah.
Well, I thought he always auto drafted.
Yeah, because he got Ben Simmons high. Again, the Ben Simmons thing might work great if they go ahead and make that trade with Houston, because then he'll get, he'll do it. He's gonna be doing it all. But if he stay with Philly, his numbers are gonna be trash. He got Tobias Harris, which is on the same team, which is not a good sign. You don't have the two best players. Montrezl Harrell, he's not gonna really put up real numbers because he's just not. DeLon Wright.
What would you do with Ben Simmons in Houston with John Wall? You're gonna have 2 point guards there. You're gonna have some conflicts.
You're right. You're right. I wouldn't have picked Ben Simmons. I wouldn't have took Ben Simmons unless it was like the 9th round. Like I don't feel anything good towards him right now. He's down.
Yeah.
And it looked like Rick only got Giannis and Chris Paul. I can't see maybe Bradley Beal and D'Angelo Russell.
Just the last question. What are your predictions for this season, given the draft that you just had? How do you feel like you're gonna do, Cameron?
I think I've got a top 3 team. There's a lot of variables that could come in with COVID. I just hope we get a complete season and a healthy season. It seems like last year we had a lot of our superstars out with Durant and Curry and Thompson.
Right.
John Wall. You had a lot of your big name players out. It's kind of boring at the end of the season. So I'm just hoping we have a healthy season. And but I feel like I got a top 3 team.
I agree. What about you, Jerry? How do you feel like you're gonna do this?
I've got a good middle of the road, hardworking team. We're gonna be on some fights. I'm gonna be on the waiver wire. I'm gonna be. Yeah, it's gonna be greasy this year.
Luka's gonna carry you.
Yeah. I mean,
Luka's gonna carry you.
listen, man. I got Murray. I got some other players too, man. Come on.
I got you. I'm just saying. I'm jealous of that Luka. I'm jealous of Luka. I wanted Luka.
And who knows what kind of season Zion's gonna have? Either he's gonna not give me anything, or he's gonna give me everything.
I think Zion's gonna have a monster season. Monster season, but
if he plays the whole season.
Yeah.
If he plays the whole season, he's been known to have injuries, so we'll see.
Exactly. Can he put the cupcakes down?
That's James Harden.
Him too. Who got James Harden, man? I'm gonna watch that this year.
I think
Randy got James Harden.
I was glad he took him because I would have been tempted at 7 to take him, but I'm glad he took him. Robert, what about you? What are your predictions for this season? For yourself.
First of all, before I answer that question, I want to give a big shout out to Damron for the 2019-2020 season. You were the Fantasy League winner. We're gonna see to it that that's noted on the league, and so you're the guy to beat this year. So since you feel like you were gonna win, I'm coming for that ass this year, dog. I'm just letting you know I'm coming. But I'm gonna be the winner this year, man. I'm telling y'all right now, I had the best draft, I got the best squad, and I'm winning this year, and that's just what it's gonna be.
I strongly disagree with you.
What's your favorite?
I feel like I'm gonna be in the championship.
You will be.
I'm gonna be in the championship.
So you will be. But it's gonna against me. You know what's gonna happen?
Damron, what's your favorite beer?
My favorite beer?
Yes.
3 beer.
That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna send you a case. That's gonna be for me from last year's win. I'm gonna send you a case.
Yeah. I'm still waiting to carry over my favorite 3 to 4 players from my season last year.
It was 6 players.
But thanks everybody. Thanks Jeremy for joining us, Jay for joining us, and we'll try to have this show weekly to discuss what happened during the week, who got the ass whoop, who scored the most points, any relevant NBA news during the week. So look forward
Any
to
previews for who y'all want for next week?
You know, no one's met Kyle before or beyond you. So I think it'll be nice to introduce Kyle to the group.
And I really want Tommy to be a part of the show.
We can do 2 guests a week. 2 guests a week.
I've got one suggestion to make the league better.
Okay.
Sure.
I think it would be cool to have. I know we win money at the end of the season if you win, but I think it'd be cool to have, like, even if you picked up a shoulder, the champ, or even if it was a little trophy. I just think it'd be cool to have something to brag about,
Yeah, I've actually already thought about that. So I'm gonna be on top of that. Matter of fact, you're the champion, so I'm gonna send you a trophy on Amazon. I'll text you after the call, and then send it to us. But when you lose, you got to go mail it yourself back to the person that won the next year.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
cool.
cool.
Yeah. I like that. You carry it on year to year.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
Maybe it should be like kind of like a NASCAR kind of cup or something, and like, so when you win it, you can kind of be on video and drink out of it, drink some beer out of it.
Drink beer out of it. Yeah. I also think
you can start it off, damn right.
Also,
just make sure you watch it before I get mine this year, okay?
Oh yeah. I also think we should do the draft order based off of the results from the previous season. So if you won the league, you get the last vote. We're gonna be 60 years old. And that puts the loser as number 1. It makes it fair.
We should put it to a league vote.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I've never been a part of a league vote, but you guys keep talking about it.
Robert, you can do it on the thing. You can pose the question and have everybody vote on it.
Absolutely.
Thank you, everybody. Thanks for being involved in the call, Jeremy. Thanks, Jay, Robert. We'll see you each week.
Hey.